Well, I thought I was done with today's video, but I have to edit it a little bit, so I might as well say a few more things. So I've done a load of dishes, done a load of laundry. I actually have to go down for the laundry, and kids are home. I have an hour more of screen time. I washed thermos. Wash the pot. Now there's tons more stuff to wash. All the lunch stuff is filled up the sink again. So I'll have to do another load. Okay, and I'm gonna make some oatmeal. Let's see. Oh, this is not the one. Oh, I'll just use this because I have to wash the ladle. So just adding a little bit more thoughts about, is it breaking apart or building up? And sometimes the answer is both, actually. It's breaking apart to build up. And whoops, oh shit. Pretty sure I might have just over ordered this. Oh, maybe not. Let me get a little lid. This has been in the cabinet for about 2 minutes. These. Oh. Kids used to just throw things in the sink and then things get chipped. But, all right, so let that cook. Let me get another load of laundry to wash. Well, a lot of these videos are just hang out with me while I do chores. And that's not bad, because that's what I need to do, is get my chores done. So by making it a point to sit and fold some clothes, I can talk on a video, make a little progress in my day. And I think I'm gonna hang this up on a hanger. Okay. Got all the hangers. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff on hangers. I'm gonna put my son's Halloween costume over here instead. Where? There. That's better. All right, so like I said, if you really enjoy hanging out with me and just chilling and being with me while I talk through my thoughts, then awesome. So yesterday or this morning, I went ahead and removed Justin's calendars off my Google, so I don't have to see them anymore. And just ready to continue moving on. I'm almost done with this one project for my client that it really was like an 8-hour project. He said, focus on it for 8 hours. And I'm just researching conferences and then, you know, get back to him. But I've been doing other things as well. So that kind of kept pushing it back. And I could have just blasted through it, but honestly, I didn't. So I'm almost done, and I'm going to send it off to him soon, and hopefully he'll say, great, this is a great start, and you've got a lot more you can dig into with this start. Let's see where, you know, that would be awesome. And actually, so as my work for Justin was diminishing and getting more and more basic, like, hey, go online and pay this toll. Like, whoop-de fucking do. Hey, reschedule this client. You know, all of these things are things I can do. They're all fine and dandy. But when it's like one little thing, one 5-minute task, one 20-minute task, you know, every few days, once or twice a week, it's like, ugh. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's easy, but it's also, it's almost more annoying just trying to remember to keep up with this little piddly shit when I don't have time for piddly shit. I want to start building. That's what I'm saying. So this new client I have, I gotta give him a name, Chauncey. No, that's not really a good name for him. By the way, Justin is not his real name. You know, I believe deeply in my privacy and the privacy of everybody I ever talk about. So when I talk about people by name, you can just know that's not their real name. That's the name I made up for them. Okay, so, well, I'll think of a name for my new guy. Cool dude guy. Okay, so what's been happening with him is each week he's giving me a little bit more. So this invoice, this is going to be invoice number 4. I'm going to send him tomorrow, and it's the most amount of hours, and obviously then the most amount. And I'm very curious to see. So far he's been pretty cool with it, and I'm hoping that he'll be like, okay, cool, and want me to keep on going. That's obviously what I'm really hoping to build, a great relationship with the client. That really enjoys the ongoing work that I'm doing and sees the benefit in their life. That's what I'm saying. I feel that Justin, he kind of saw the benefit, but he didn't want to pay for it. It was like, he was like, well, yeah, this is cool, but I want this for cheaper. Which is why I knew that, like, I had no doubt that sending him that email raising my rent, my rate, that he was going to break it off. I had no doubt about that. The reason I broke it off with him is because he's a cheap ass motherfucker and I don't feel like dealing with him. So the easiest way to let it go is to just be honest and say, hey, my rate is X now, and if you want to continue, then you got to do this. And I kind of want to raise my rate on my other lady as well, but so she's super, super sweet, but she gives me, well, it's 20 hours a month, so it's really little, and I keep wanting it to grow, but oh wait, I wanted to hang this up. So we'll see. She actually is the one who referred me to Cool Dude client guy. So just to continue saying that I really want to encourage everybody, believe in yourself, believe in your ability to get a better client. Recognize that each opportunity is lessons for your own growth. So there's a lot of things I've learned with each client that I've had, the ones that have gone. I learned a lot about myself from each situation. So the one lady, she was high anxiety, high stress. She was like ADHD with a high special needs and ill young child. And that was like high stress for her. And she was just like too much for me. I couldn't deal with her shit. There was that client, and then there was the lady who came after her, who she was breaking all the boundaries, always trying to Facebook message me after hours and on the weekends, and I'm like, I gotta go. My kids are waiting for me in the car, and she still won't let me go, and it's like, what the fuck, yo? Then it got really weird, and I broke up with that bitch, and now this guy. So what I learned from the first lady is I don't want clients who have, I don't have my shoes on to go downstairs. I can't be there for clients who have like a lot of emotional problems. That's not my forte. I'm not here to be your therapist. That's not what I'm looking to do. So she helped me clarify that I want clients who are pretty much healthy, stable people. I'm not looking to be somebody's therapist or to, on purpose, link up with people who are, emotionally problematic. And she told me all of these things when we had our initial conversation. I had red flags. Yeah, the groceries. I did a grocery order for delivery, and that should be coming soon. Okay, so our very first conversation gave me the red flags, like she's problematic, and some of the things she said, I felt like, she judged somebody's work too quickly and didn't explain herself. Like literally from the things that she said to me in our initial interview, I questioned her immediately, like, so did you communicate? Because the way she explained something about how something, like why she wasn't happy with the person before, sounded like she sent the person a task, flash warning. sent the person a task, and then when the person gave the results, she wasn't happy with it, but she didn't, it seemed like she didn't clarify, and she was just like, oh my God, that was unprofessional. And then like let them go. And when I asked her, oh, well, did you communicate with her clearly what you were looking for? And she was like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I did do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, but I got the vibe. Like, this lady is high maintenance, high anxiety, high stress, and she seems to be like maybe have an unrealistic expectation of people. When people have unrealistic expectations, you know, you can never please them. That's what I'm saying. Like that lady who she was, so what I learned about that first client was when you get a red flag feeling, when somebody reveals that they are high anxiety, high stress, high problematic, and part of what they're looking for is somebody to like help them deal with a level of stress and anxiety that's out like beyond what I want to deal with. Now I have more clarification about that. Okay, and that's a good thing. Sometimes you got to go through the bumps. A lot of times. You always have to go through the bumps to get to a better spot. To have more clarity about what you're capable of, what you're comfortable with, what your boundaries are, what I'm capable of, what I'm comfortable with, what my boundaries are. And honoring myself, having the willingness and the confidence to say, I don't need to deal with a low-paying client or a high-anxiety client or a client who doesn't respect my personal boundaries. I can let those bad clients go to open up the space, the place and the time and the energy for better clients. Okay, so that first client, I was like, okay. And then actually that second client, she revealed to me that she was bipolar. And I was like, well, I don't want to judge. Just because somebody has mental health issues doesn't mean that I'm automatically not, you know, but then when she started to describe how basically her wife kind of waits on her hand and foot and is like always there, and she's like, I don't know what I would do without. I'm like, is that your wife or your fucking nurse? And then all this other weird shit coming out, and she's polyamorous, all this crap I did not want to know. I'm like, this is none of my fucking business. Girlfriend is just crossing all the boundaries. And so I started to block her. I was like, but then, you know, she made it clear this was problematic. Okay, so there's the dryer. Here we go with the water. So that really taught me, even more so clarified to me, boundaries. Boundaries are so important. Maintaining the boundaries of what kind of clients I want to have, and maintaining the boundary of how friendly I act with clients. That first lady who had ADHD or whatever, she kept crossing boundaries as far as talking like in a friendly way. And when I kept trying to redirect her, she was like, oh, this is fun. And then she was like, oh, but you shouldn't charge me. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm working, hon. I could be nice. That doesn't mean I'm not working. So that taught me that. Have boundaries. Don't act like this person is your friend when this is a professional relationship. Then with the second lady, she was crossing boundaries and she was saying things I didn't like. Yeah, it made me really uncomfortable. And I got nervous, like, yeah, like she made it pretty clear. My job is on the line. And it was, I can't get into it, but it was harassment. Okay, and then I ended that very toxic, super, super toxic situation. Okay, then I had this other guy for 6 months, and you know, he wasn't toxic, he wasn't crossing friendship boundaries, but he didn't pay enough. And so like I was saying when I was just upstairs folding laundry, cool client dude, he has a lot of projects to do, but he seems to have the budget to support it. And he's actual client, like the guy that Justin, he has clients, but he doesn't, none of the stuff I was doing for him, except for like 5 minutes a day, really had anything to do with helping him with those clients. This was like all other stuff that he wanted to do, but you know, so it all dwindled down. So I need clients who have a lot of ongoing work, and when I send them the invoice and it's a lot more money than it was the last time, they're going to be like, wow, she's really doing so much for me, and it's amazing, and she's helping in so many ways, and I'm really benefiting from it, and she's worth it. And that's what I want. Just like true love relationships. I think my order is here. Whew. Guys, I think the groceries is here. So you'll help you guess. Yeah. So more lemons. So with that, I'm going to go back to finish that project for that client and send it off to him. And then I'm so looking forward to new clients. If you want to be one of my clients, reach out. I hope that was helpful and entertaining. And see you in the next one. Bye.